she gave us the love and attention that we didn't know we were poor. We came from the Richard Allen projects, but it was okay. He was fantastic when it came to playing basketball because he brought fear in the hearts of men, even in Philadelphia when he got on the courts. He had that spark that was the engine of the team. Even like everyone was saying that he brought South Carolina to a championship. But you see, that's monument because his name would be everlasting. Even though he didn't make it to the NBA, that was one of my dreams too. When I graduated high school, I became his financier. Now, can you imagine me buying clothes for a 6'7" tall man? It was very expensive. But he would call me and say, sis, I need this. But I didn't mind because, you see, I felt like I was making an investment. I just knew I was going to marry a basketball player. And I was going to get my money back. But here I am now, 85 years old, and still working, still trying to recoup. So thank you, David. My mom and I would always send us to Greenville, South Carolina with my grandma and grandpa. I did that for 18 years. I knew how to slop the hogs, feed the chickens, milk the cow, and then we would go back to Philadelphia. So my mama sent him back to South Carolina because of the streets of Philadelphia. It was kind of rough. And this is when he used his skills and his basketball skills. But, you know, his advantage of being tall was an advantage at times because of the basketball skills, but it was a disadvantage. Because, you see, we rode public transportation. And my mama had to continue telling the bus driver, he's only 5. He couldn't ride free. He was so tall. And then when she was sent us south, she had to send his birth certificate to let the conductor know he was still a child. So that was some of the things that I went through with my brother, but I'm here to write a poem. His daughter called me and said, you got to write a poem for my daddy. So I'm here to use my creative skills. And another thing about my brother, he was always sharp. And he's Casper sharp. And he was smooth. So the title of my poem is called Smooth, Cool Dave. With talent and charm and humor, Davis embraces all, totally immersed with family that respect one and all. The world would see him as son, brother, uncle, friend, but ancestry revealed a recognition of pure royal lineage that was unveiled. He united the human spirit by showing concern and care, accommodated and assisted his younger cousins at a level unparalleled. He had a pleasing disposition, and his style represented joy in his heart, which raised a harmonic vibration that set him apart. With God's given talent, he mastered the basketball game, where he sparked that and united the team to dominate over and over again. He struck fear in the hearts of men upon entries on the courts, for he mastered all the positions and able to shoot the ball inside and out the courts. Philly and South Carolina, his talents withstood the test, for he received his recognition slightly outside his prime. He brought the winning edge to the game, championship back to back, that led him in the Hall of Fame, winning the basketball winning track. He did not make the NBA, but life took another course, but his name is engraved on the walls on the South Carolina basketball greats. Reupholstering furniture proved to be another talent and task, for his creative skills were shared with family as the mass. He was also a cool, smooth chap. He dressed fashionably, styling Stinson hats, designer suits, Calvin Klein, and Givenchy, married to Patsy, 4 children and grands, an important part of his life, a union with love demonstrated again and again. He battled the darkness that traps many and left in his wake a story, book ending, a man who has conquered. We will miss him dear, for his moral strength and character has been exhibited throughout the years. Rest in peace, my brother. And his favorite saying, act like you know.